Call the member for Casey.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I move the motion relating to home care packages in the terms in which it appears on the notice paper. Supporting elderly Australians through aged care supports is one of the key roles of a federal government in Australia. It acknowledges the invaluable contributions that Australians have made in their working lives, as carers, in their personal lives and in building communities. Our safety net in Australia ensures that after years of hard work, seniors and older Australians can receive the necessary supports and assistance that they require as they age. The Coalition has a proud history of supporting elderly Australians to live fulfilled lives through providing these programs and supports. The former Liberal government made record investments into the sector, which saw more than 227,000 people access home care packages. Our last two budgets released an additional 80,000 home care packages to support older Australians to remain independent where possible and stay at home as long as they wished, with appropriate supports in place. Now, this is in stark contrast to the current Labor government, which talks a big game on aged care supports, but has released just 9,500 additional packages since coming to government before this latest budget. Now, as of December 2023, we had 51,044 people on the home care package wait list, and this new budget provides for an extra 24,100 packages, clearly an improvement on the 9,500, but not even half of those on the wait list. And these aren't nice-to-have packages. These are necessities for older Australians. For many, they are the key to a quality life. Now, under the current government, this sadly hasn't been the case for many seniors and elderly Australians in my community. Participants in my community who have the Commonwealth Home Services Program packages have not had a smooth transition from the previous council-run service to the new Commonwealth provider. This year alone, my office has been contacted by many constituents who have been told by service providers that their wait lists are closed with too many people already on them. Those service providers that do have wait lists do not have enough workforce to provide for those on their list. The only way that people can get onto the wait list is when someone else no longer needs their package, whether that's through moving away, going into aged care, or sadly passing away. And it should never be the case that elderly Australians must wait for fellow Australians to pass away before they can access the care they need and deserve. And I'd like to share some examples from across my community in the Yarra Ranges to paint a picture of the circumstances my constituents are facing. Beginning with John, who's 92, from Lilydale, who needs garden maintenance and mowing. John is unable to even get on the wait list, with all providers saying their wait lists are full. Marjorie, who's 99, from Chirnside Park, needs additional respite hours for her family, who are her full-time carers, as well as a wheelchair, walk-up and podiatry services. She recently had her 2 hours per week cut back to 1.5 hours. And there's John, 80, from Montrose, who has muscular dystrophy and is no longer able to do his garden maintenance. John requires new assessments but had to wait 5 weeks for that assessment to happen, then wait for the package to be provided, then wait again for services to become available for him. And there's Lorraine, who is 89, from Chirnside Park and needs assistance with shopping, home and garden maintenance. And she's being told, and I quote, "No one is available to help at the moment and keep checking in with the service provider." Now, this is an elderly woman who needs help to get the basic necessities at the supermarket, and no one is available. This doesn't just impact the lives of the clients. It impacts their families and carers who have no choice but to follow up these providers and departments, and it's simply not good enough. These situations aren't just happening in the Yarra Ranges and in Casey, they are happening across the country. and the Albanese Labor government is failing to address this shortfall with aged care packages, and elderly Australians are paying the price every day.
Is there a seconder for the